In 1983, a man named Howard Gardner introduced his theory of 8 different and unique types of intelligences. This proposed directly against the theory that only the intelligence we have is the one we base off IQ. He proposed that these types of intelligences are ones that we learn and form as we grow in life. Here are the 8: spatial, naturalist, musical, bodily kinesthetic, logical mathematical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and linguistic. Now, before I describe them to you, I want to make it clear, this is not a personality test. If you feel more aligned with some of these intelligences than others, I want you to know how much more practice you may have had with them, how your environment may have shaped them, or the multiple other factors that could have impacted why you're better at certain things than others. Now, beginning with spatial. The ability to visualize the spatial world accurately and transform it based on memory or patterns. People with high spatial intelligence are good at visualization, drawing, sense of direction, puzzle building, and reading maps. Next up, naturalist. Understanding living things and reading nature. People who hold high naturalistic intelligence have the ability to identify and distinguish among different types of plants, animals, and weather formations based on the world around them. You could say, for instance, Darwin had high naturalistic intelligence. Musical. Musical intelligence involves the ability to recognize, discriminate, create, and express musical forms. It includes sensitivity to rhythm, pitch, melody, and tone color. People with high musical intelligence are good at singing, playing instruments, and composing music. Next on the list, bodily kinesthetic. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence involves using the body with finesse, grace, and skill. It includes physical coordination, balance, dexterity, strength, and flexibility. Some examples of people who are greatly skilled in different ways of bodily kinesthetics would be dancers, athletes, surgeons, mechanics, and any profession where your aptitude for control with your body accomplishes a goal. Logical mathematical. Logical mathematical intelligence involves the ability to use logic, abstractions, reasoning, and critical thinking to solve problems. It includes the capacity to understand the underlying principles of some kind of causal system. Now, the next two in particular get a little tricky. First off, interpersonal. Interpersonal intelligence is the capacity to understand the intentions, motivations, and desires of other people, and consequently, to work effectively with others. This applies to people who teach, who are psychologists, good politicians, and anyone simply trying to understand another. The second is intrapersonal. Intrapersonal intelligence is the capacity to understand oneself, to have an effective working model of oneself, including one's desires, fears, and capacities, and to use such information effectively in regulating one's own life. Out of all 8 proposed intelligences, I find this one hardest to understand. Millions of people act as if they, inside and out, based on their habits, routines, lifestyle, and bodily functions. But all of these continuously change, and many of those same people that claim to know themselves so well, we see struggle with emotional states and constant stress or other factors. I find intrapersonal to be the hardest of them all. Lastly, linguistic. Sensitivity to the spoken and written language, ability to learn language, and capacity to use language to accomplish certain goals. Just as I've tried to spark your interest in however many minutes this has dragged out to, I've tried to utilize whatever small bit of linguistic intelligence I hold. Others, who must be strong and smart with their use of language, are authors, poets, again politicians, and lawyers. I hope that throughout this you thought of examples of these that you use in your own life. For Gardner didn't propose these to say we only have one strong suit for our lives and that's it. He showed them to the world to say, look at how much we do every day, and how much more there is to learn from everyone else. My name is Caden Saint. Thank you.